Okay, FM 101.7.
Okay, 101.7. So, any what am I for Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa? I am Rasebe General Man of Town, Empesia so NDCD, former Deputy Minister of Education. Honorable Mwache.
Yo, mini amejoso.
Naboko dear.
Nyamiado, maybe a boko.
Yes, your boko pa. Na mamin Enya will take on 450 chamber capacity. Drawings no kranya bania dia na wo parliament utieti mo wana kofa asa idea ne bae ekose koye drawing because ade be ye ho drawings de na chese e ho consultation akwa chiri paawo utieti mo wana kofa bae to the extent say one na hia to the extent say sa koye e drawings.
Yo, me da se di kan ma menchi atie fo nyina na menda mo asese mo frame on this very, very important national issue. Tie for bekaya make
Yo na bo my onizo kakra my wadauma. Me too.
Hello.
Fedi eye.
Okay. Yeah. And ma menchi atie fo nyina edi kan am say me state me position so that matters will be clear from the outset. And as soon as the Speaker of Parliament and the Parliamentary Service Board press event outdoor design make MPs immediately they told you as a project not there. I don't support it, and that we have not been consulted because share the way not discussions no of course say no. I foresaw it and I knew that the impression would be created MPs at Tenassi and on what decided on more enhance on welfare, and it's just about their comfort, and they have misplaced their priorities and all of that. And to the extent that members of parliament had not been consulted, and the architect, the celebrated David Ajayi, all kinds of designs, hotels, restaurants, and all kinds of museums, and all kinds of fanciful features. I was clear in my mind, say, who share baby are your work to say as on my way, who share here the things we need to do. And if you look at the state of parliament in terms of carrying out our duties, and I put that out in my write-up, say, Anka Omo consulte Yemubia if there was a meeting, that should be the case because parliament is a fountain of representational democracy. We are representing people, and we know, sir, before you act in the name of people, you should seek their consent, and they should be on board. That is what representative democracy is about. If we had had a discussion, and Yemubi suggested, Usha, your parliament, other jurisdictions, parliaments are well staffed. Members of parliament are more full staffing, are more researchers, experts, consultants who can help them, carry out their oversight duties. It improves the quality of debate, the quality of scrutiny, and oversight responsibilities. To me, we cannot expect the quality of the laws we pass and the debates and all of that will be improved without having the appropriate staff. And especially when you live in a country where, the youth are looking for jobs and there's unemployment, number one concern. That would have been, in my view, a better use of that money. So, parliament, I would have thought, we would use it to build capacity for research to improve the quality of the output of members of parliament. And secondly, and also in my write-up, Mr. Jesse said, for many years, we've talked about MPs' offices in the various constituencies. A small, simple office. Oko other jurisdictions are more the MP's office. All it avoids all this. Your MP backroom cry, and all of that. Poll after poll, the recent University of Ghana poll, even MPs in Accra were the most indicted. Said their constituency, they don't see them because you don't have constituency offices, simple offices. Secretary or the MP no need hokrana over to me secure appointment, a bookie appointment, a jaw letter and then there are interactive sessions and all of that. That helps to deepen the interface between members of parliament and their constituents. And those are some of the suggestions that we will have made, that somebody like me will have put forward if there were those consultations. Because Minia and Che Bia Ena expand this particular chamber. I mean, less than 5 years. I mean, just a group 5 years. You say 16 million new Ghana cedis expanded the chamber from the initial 230 to 275. A refurbished chamber now, and the chamber is in mint condition, pretty good condition. We share the pictures across the world of chambers. Yeah, sure, say your chamber ever rank as one of the very decent, comfortable chambers. In the media, I was surprised that you expanded we're talking about a 450-seater chamber. When, as a matter of principle, and the hands that will bear me out, Yamubi Aka said, on my way, we need a cap. I thought that, we don't even need more than 200 MP. You see, who are developmental concerns? You hear potable water, you hear electricity, you hear roads, and other needs in our communities, in our constituencies. Now, so they now you expanded the bureaucracy, higher seats, more seats in parliament, hundreds of ministers, new regions, there be a new districts. We are always ballooning the bureaucracy. And when you do that, and it comes with a cost. And Sika, you bet to me a channel for development. We are always using it, spending it on bureaucracies are here creative. And we are on this elusive path, say, when you have more people, then the job gets done. It's a myth. It's a myth. Efficiency requires you use the smallest number to achieve the best. Now, so on my way, you're doing you have a big parliament, you have a high number of ministers, you have regions, Dudwana, Bebrea, then there will be development. We've been on this path for how many years now? And where is the development? How does that really translate it? When you can achieve so much. We call Hungary. I was shocked to find out a country like Hungary. Look at the size of the economy. A giant in that side of Europe. Almost 12 ministers. Who did ministers to put together? Just 12. And some of us have argued long, even before they said, young capping the number of MPs. And so say, envisage said there will be a time will be 450. Why? And then we share your offices, job 600, and chair beer. It was just 2012. One of the final year assignments that President Mahama or carry out was the commissioning of the job 600 edifice. You to me, SC President Mahama Daruma and provided the funds for the completion of that job 600 project. 252 offices. Many occasions say since 20, I think the latter part of 2017, and I started the expansion project because there are some 23 MPs job 600, no, those 13 floors, on one to me and your offices. You can see there's an expansion going on. And JPR, there will be enough offices for all 275 MPs. And see, I was asking myself, sir, if we spent all of these monies and JPR and you expand the chamber block, no, say you see job 600 commissioned just in 2012, and a year expansion for the remaining 23 MPs are Omuni offices, who will now have offices to complete all 275 MPs having offices. How can there be a justification, for expanded facilities? And you see, even the processes, the way we went about it. As a member of parliament, Minya, say my constituency this weekend. That's what you decide me say. Adenamu see additional Adenamu mu collapse the current chamber namu see fofo. I don't know the rationale. Name the America Chiromo. If they ask me say design, what goes into the design, how many facilities. Adenamu person mudi museum, Adenamu person mudi hotels, and all of that. Meaning the America Chiromo. And I get disappointed, sir. As members of parliament, so with all due respect, we should be treated fairly. We are not asking for much. At least, now, let's know what this is about and seek our input. But you leave us in the dark, then you go and talk to the press. I mean, you've left us, we are members of parliament. So you don't find it wise and appropriate there. You are acting in our name. You hear those facilities. You won't talk to us. Then you go and call the press and talk to them and justify the facility. As I speak to you, architect no crano, minim sena you engaging, how he was engaged, whether it was so source, because our rep on the entity, the parliamentary entity tender committee, akasa, or say one committee there. So far as he's concerned, there was no meeting. Into Yenim, how he was engaged, how much the architect has been paid. We don't know whether he did it for free, maybe to donate to Ghana because he's a celebrated Ghanaian international architect of repute. Whether it was gratis, we don't know. All of these things, we don't know. Shrouded in secrecy. And see, I have a lot of respect for the chairman of the Parliamentary Service Board, the Speaker of Parliament, a man I have enormous admiration for. Now, so and yet personal. It's just, you see, when we do these things, already people are out there, waiting to pounce on Parliament and the political leadership. We are not thinking about our constituents, and it's just about your welfare. We are just being selfish. The whole approach, the whole idea, the whole process is now a custom. It leaves much to be desired, and honestly, no. Young penny for Anya, with all due respect.
Obani, parliamentary, your friend say service board, no. Draw one more powers free. One more bet to me, I can say, okay, a dia to me, and I'm receiving your 40 me, and yet in Tiania Casaye Pebibi, Ayafa, one more Casano. Where do they draw their powers?
Well, the Parliamentary Service Board, or more, sir, Yanana Yama, the to me, no, sir, or Monshire taking decisions on our behalf, but it is on our behalf. And the principle of, representational democracy, of even good corporate governance, good governance requires, you bring your people along, and there ought to be buy-in. Until one could take a decision, and I'm more couches some idea, as I said, more free and I discuss it. And I'm glad that Andra, the second deputy speaker on the floor of parliament, he told us only the majority leader at discuss. He said, what is going on? We all don't know what is happening. We have to be brief. And according to the second deputy speaker, the majority leader has assured present a report, and Chebia, they will present a report to the plenary. I appreciated the course. Then we debate the matters, and we come to a certain juncture whether we are proceeding with this or not. Until we are waiting, we're waiting for that. And I want to commend the second deputy speaker, sir. What draw, because he is the oldest member of parliament, the most senior member of parliament, and he's brought his wisdom to bear. Until we are looking forward to that report that will at least give us the opportunity to debate these matters. But honestly, the way I am proceeding on this basis, Ubekaya February, and the first time I heard about this whole chamber idea was February in Siotoye, the rules of parliament. That's February 2018, last year. And the vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, or Hinti, said, and Chebia Parliament to get a new chamber block. That's the only time, and I think that for Egugula, they will notice that storyline is
honorable.
But beyond that, no, you don't just act in our name, go ahead and contract an architect, and the designs have been approved, and you are showing it to the media outside. There's no problem. I mean, the spirit of transparency, everybody must know it. I'm not saying that outsiders, the members of public should not know, but it's only appropriate that as members of parliament, we share your answer. Yes, so young contribute young for your ideas and let's understand the rationale, the reasons behind the more. Education the media the general public presentation more present it to us first, because we are acting in our name.
Honorable Gina Swan, next year, Mampenida da Mahama, 2013, State of the Nation Address, Sa idea I want to argument in your Kafa home, Pachana, Yantuan Komonsu.
Yo.
On the premises of, we will this year commence a feasibility study for the construction of a new parliamentary chamber block on the premises of the State House. We will also explore appropriate housing for MPs in order to guarantee their safety and security.
Mampenida da Mahama, no so was arguing and a State of the Nation Address, what is shame say Wamukra conducting feasibility studies for the construction of a new parliamentary chamber block. Sasem we need the Ababetomi, would you say?
Even before President Mahama Okasaya, this was 2013 State of the Nation Address. Meaning, sir, during the time of the Honorable Bamford Addo, the Right Honorable Bamford Addo, this idea was mooted. Mekai, at the time I was Deputy Minister for Information. Mekai said, you heard snippets. There was this consideration because of the numbers no caught up and all of that. But Yankai said all of this, including the President Mahama statement, State of the Nation Address, preceded the expansion and renovation of the chamber block. At the time, President Mahama or Kasa, and at the time of Bamford Addo, Speaker Doa Jaho, earlier on, Ansana, these innovations were done. Those ideas were mooted. But in my view, once Yababe a renovation, a expansion, and Chebia, it's a few years ago, a couple of years ago, the chamber block is serving as well. I mean, there's really no need. Beyond the chamber block, you see job 600. Expansion so so that all MPs will have offices. So really, what's the need? I think that the current circumstances have really made any previous idea an old idea of a new chamber block. It's rendered it quite untenable because they say, we have a Job 600 complex, we have the expansion, the renovation of the chamber block. Honestly, I do not see where this is coming from. Improve the output of members of parliament, improve the quality of oversight. I would go for using a portion of that money to rather improve staff as we have elsewhere. It creates jobs for our youth, all these graduates or more, and who have expertise, people who have specialized in all kinds of fields, members of parliament, because nobody knows it all. No matter your profession, no matter your background, you need you need people who are removed from the partisan debates and all of that. People who are just purely professionals, looking at what the issues are, what the terms and conditions of any matter is, as we have elsewhere in other jurisdictions. And that's what some of us will have pushed for, instead of this whole, and it's clear, we want a prestige project. We're talking about hotels. Because President Mahama said a nation address. There's no mention of some of these facilities are yet talking about museum and talking about hotels and all of that. Honestly, Usha Job 600, all apart from museum and hotels, all the other facilities are listed in the media. Because you remember, this is an important point. You also always must remember that members of parliament have not been briefed. Omoka gym, Omoka restaurant, all of that, places of worship, mosques, for Christians as well. I mean, I thought that all the religions, because everywhere you pray, God will hear. But anyway, all of those facilities, the current Job 600 project, have those facilities. There are mosques in there. There were restaurants. It's just that I think that a canteen, the caterer has not been engaged, to use the restaurant. There were prayer rooms. There were conference facilities. There were committee, rooms and all of that. And honestly, I anticipated this backlash, and I'm not surprised that Ghana for the donor happen.
And
the whole conceptualization and the way Parliamentary Service Board, procedures, Speaker of Parliament, calling the press and all of that, Myanmar architects, to the media and all of those things. It's not been managed well. It's not been, I think, properly thought through. I mean, with all due respect.
Okay, FM 101.7.